grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which card to take. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. They're taking a shot on this first play. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
1st and 10.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Cowboy 80.
On first down, here's Sanders. Throwing the effort, complete. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here we go, here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throwing catches, I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ready.
Sneak here, Sanders. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
He gets it out left, and it's gone. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
Cameron Dicker.
So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck on a look to his back. And it sets up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Strike. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Taking a shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground, to knock them out of that rhythm.
Up on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them routing in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19. Hey, check that. Ready?
1st and 10, Ronda Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
3rd and short here. Sanders. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
Numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And that will add to their score.
Makes the score.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point, and 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. And off to Gordon. He dodged the tackle. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. A pickup of 17. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Looking now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. He started the string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. Driving across the 15-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Gordon. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Cut near the goal line. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers reduce the lead to just 4. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
And it's not just a sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Get up. Get up.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 39-yard line.
Come on, come on. 60 by Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready. 70 Lions. Go.
Another carry for Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this.
Okay, ready.
Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd down and
19
5.
tight. 19. Tag. Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Sanders setting the pass. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down from the 42.
Timberwolves. 19, 18. Check go.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Sanders going to throw here on first. We look underneath here. Robinson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Screwing here. It's Gordon. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
This one's complete. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And boy, they made a challenge for that first down. They got very close. Picked up 14. Now it's 3rd and short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. One of the tight ends motions right. He'll go quickly to the right. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the 42. They'll work against the blitz. He's got a man left. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On the give, it's Gordon. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. I'll try the middle with Gordon. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and the new set of downs to work with.
From the red zone on first. Caught by Gordon out of the backfield. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Gordon has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers face a 4-point deficit. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
17. Panthers 14. Austin Seibert
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
As a corner in this league, but you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro? You stick someone like that.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Staying with Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Panthers 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. A give to Gordon, running left. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Gordon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Lambert Smith now in motion. 3rd down from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying getting it to Keandre Lambert-Smith. And 4th and 4 coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Panther 11. Come on. 60 Maverick. 6 Panther 80.
On first down, here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
It's another rushing play. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. We give here to Gordon. Up to the races, middle of the field. To the house, touchdown Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 21. Austin Seibert set to
Ball
kick
is
off.
set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. From his own end zone, here we go. Ooh, a poor choice to bring this one out. Instead of the 35. Brock, they're going to start shy of that 20.
15-yard line.
Ready.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer. Go.
Play action, Sanders. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
18-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They need 7.
Let's go. Warriors 70, Cougar 19. Cup 19, Cup 19.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's one of those little mental Rolodex plays right before the snap. You know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
To the air on 1st down. Sanders completed to his running back. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Fits it through the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Hold it ready.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready, up.
Right side, cut by Davis. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making a 9-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers 1st. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. On the ground here with Gordon. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to the yard. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, now the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. For big yards on the right side. Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just enough to throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Brought in right side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends are fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Gordon. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Chooses to bring this one out. Jukes away from one. And some issues to clean up in the return game as he's out deep on his own side, looking to be around the 14-yard line. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. By a man, he's in the clear. Tackle made right around the 26. And that's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
He gets this out quickly to London. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. All right with Robinson from the pistol. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Okay, break.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. 19, 18.
They'll go play action for Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Finds Davis complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call. That's on the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
No, Broncos switch. Broncos, here we go. Ready?
Running here with Bajan. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Get it. Cougar 19. Bronco 80. Check. Ready.
Here's Sanders now. It connects down the sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 38, Panthers 28.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Gordon. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Now Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Now stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes, gotta have this on 4th down. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Falcons regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. A lot of space ahead. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Panthers 28.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. And out to Gordon. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. This is Gordon. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down from the 42. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong way to Oklahoma.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They give it to him again. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
The one defender failed. His buddy was there to swarm to the ball. Make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On the give, it's Gordy. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more. Shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.